So once you've created your paper beads, now what? So here I have examples of different beads I did with elastic. Look how pretty that is. So this is a really nice shiny bead, and then I used natural stone in between. So I'm going to show you how to make these stretchy bracelets today. They're a lot easier than you would think. So the first thing you're going to need is your elastic. I'm using a 1 millimeter, and it's by Stretch Magic. It has a really good reputation. It lasts for a long time. So I cut off a piece way bigger than I think I'm ever going to use, and then I'm going to pre-stretch this. So you just want to kind of yank on it a few times, just to pre-stretch it. That's just a really good tip. So once you've pre-stretched it, next thing you do is you're going to start beading. Now I'm going to use all of these beautiful variegated blue beads that I've made, and then these are the natural stones. There's tiger's eye, there's lapis, all different types. I just think it's really, really pretty, and I also like the feel of them when they're on the bracelet. They just have a very smooth, kind of cold feeling. I really like that. Or I also love using these glass beads. So it's totally up to you for the look you want. So you don't need any special equipment. Some people use darning needles, but really you don't need any of this. So I'm going to start by just inserting one of my beads. I just kind of hold on to the other end so it doesn't go anywhere. And then you can decide what pattern you really want. So I think for this blue, I really want something that's going to contrast it. So I'm thinking this tiger's eye, I think is really pretty. So I'm going to try that. And I'm just going to feed this elastic right through. Like so. Then I'm going to take my next bead, and I like that they're all different, slightly different shapes. And then I'm just going to do the same pattern throughout, just to show you. So let me quickly finish this, and then I'll show you the knot and the type of glue I'm going to use to secure it very tightly. Now the size obviously depends on the wrist that you're making it for. I tend to go for about 7.5. That seems to fit most people. But now be aware, the bigger your beads, the longer it's going to be. So 7.5 would be for a bracelet that was just made out of string. So you have to realize that these beads take up a lot of that room. So you're going to have to make it longer than the 7.5. And I'll show you that in a second. Oops. So I'm going to continue beading this. While I'm doing this, it would be a great time for you to like and subscribe to my channel for all of the weekly free tutorials. They're always related to some sort of paper craft, usually with upcycling. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start measuring this. So I just use a regular ruler. I'm in the United States, so I'm using inches. So right now I'm at about 6 3/4. So I need to keep going because I know I'm going to need to do at least about 8 to compensate for the width of the beads. So now I'm at 8 1/4, so I think that's about right. Now, for you and the rest of the world that use normal measurements, we're at about 20.5 centimeters. Well, actually probably about 21 centimeters. But again, it's going to depend on the circumference of your wrist or whoever you're making this for. So I think I like that. And I'm going to go ahead and add just one more so that when it comes together, it continues the pattern. And then you can, you know, try it. As you can see, when I went ahead and added that last bead, it's just going to be too big. So I'm going to go ahead and take off my last two and see if I like that better. Just quickly try that on. So that's quite nice. So the way you're going to tie this is you're going to go right over left and go as tightly as you can. Now I'm going to switch hands like this and go right over left again, but because I switched hands, it's really left over right. But you don't have to worry about it if you just switch. Switch again. This is often called a square knot. So I'm just really doing 2 square knots. Then, after you've gone as tightly as you can, you're going to go ahead and cut off the ends, leaving just a little bit of space over the knot, like so. Then you're going to take some of this jewelry glue. This is Elastic String Knot Fixing Drip. This one's by Zuawae. I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing that right. The link will be below. I really like this one because it's easy to put on. I just brush it on all parts of that knot just to secure. It just gives it that extra security. And then because I want to hide the knot, I'm going to pull it through halfway through one of my beads, like so. So now you can't even see where I did it. And once that glue sets, you'll never be able to find that. And look how perfect that bracelet is. So let me show you this again. So go ahead and make sure you pre-stretched your elastic. Go ahead and thread. This time I'm going to use these little glass beads. And I love this paper. It was this brown and white scrap paper I had. And it was floral, but when you rolled it up, you really didn't realize it was floral, and it just gave this really kind of fun pattern. So I kind of like that. And what I love about this project is it really is just all just fun. You can't go wrong. It's just totally up to what you think. Looks really pretty. I really like that. So I want to stay tuned though, because I do want to show you that knot one more time. Now, if you want to just make this a lot longer, you can make a necklace as well with the same technique. I'm loving this. So I'm going to go ahead and take my ruler again. so I know about where I'm at. So right now I'm a little bit under 7, so I know I'm going to need at least one more, if not 2. And I'm just going to do a quick little knot just to see where I am with the circumference. Again, because remember, keep in mind the thickness of the bead is going to affect. And I don't like my bracelets to be very, very tight, so I tend to do them a little bit looser. So I think that's about right. So I'm going to put my leftover beads away. Okay, now here's that knot again. So I'm going to go right over left, go as tight as you can, then I switch hands and do the same thing. Just make sure you pull them tight each time, switch hands. And this just makes it so that you don't have to do right over left, left over right. This way you can just always do right over left. And then make sure you're pulling as tight as possible. Cut off the extra, just leaving a tiny little bit on each, like so. And then you're going to take your glue, cover that entire knot, and then pull through one of the beads so that you're hiding it. And then just let that dry. But I just think that's absolutely beautiful. And it's totally up to you. Like you may have some big beads, some smaller beads. So it's up to you the look that you want. If you do decide to go with smaller beads, let me show you this one. So this one I went with very small beads, and then I used these beautiful, I think this was a pink, I think it's called pink jasper, but I could be wrong with that. And I love that the contrast of the small bead and then with the larger stone, I think gives a very different look versus the other way with the bigger paper bead and then the smaller glass bead. Just totally up to you. So enjoy.